Schindler's List is a cinematic masterpiece that tells the story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who saved the lives of over 1,000 Jewish refugees during the Holocaust. Directed by Steven Spielberg, the film is a powerful and harrowing depiction of one man's heroism in the face of unimaginable evil. The film begins in 1939 with the arrival of Schindler in Krakow, Poland. Schindler sees an opportunity to make a fortune by exploiting the cheap labor of Jewish workers. Initially, he is portrayed as a selfish and greedy businessman, only interested in his own profit. However, as he witnesses the brutal treatment of Jews by the Nazi regime, he begins to see them as individuals rather than just a source of labor. He develops a deep sense of compassion for them, which ultimately leads him to risk his life and fortune to save them. At the heart of Schindler's List is the relationship between Schindler and his Jewish accountant, Itzhak Stern. Initially, Stern is hired to help Schindler profit from the war effort. However, as the two men work together to save Jewish lives, they develop a close bond. Stern becomes a key figure in Schindler's transformation from a callous businessman to a humanitarian hero. Through his interactions with Stern, Schindler comes to understand the true cost of the Nazi regime's brutality. The film's most terrifying character is Amon Goth, the Nazi officer in charge of the Plaszow concentration camp. Goth is depicted as a sadistic monster who takes pleasure in the suffering of his prisoners. His brutality is depicted in gruesome detail, and the film does not shy away from showing the horrific violence he inflicts on the Jewish people. Ralph Fiennes delivers a chilling performance as Goth, and his portrayal of the character is one of the most memorable and disturbing in the history of cinema. Schindler's List is also notable for its depiction of the Jewish people themselves. Rather than portraying them as passive victims, the film shows them as resourceful and resilient in the face of unimaginable horror. They are shown as a community that supports and cares for each other, even in the darkest of circumstances. The film emphasizes the importance of individual acts of kindness and heroism in the face of such overwhelming evil. Schindler's efforts to save Jewish lives are not depicted as grandiose gestures, but rather as small acts of kindness that add up to a larger and more significant whole. One of the most striking aspects of Schindler's List is its use of black and white cinematography. The film was shot entirely in black and white, which gives it a stark and haunting quality. The absence of color emphasizes the bleakness of the Holocaust and creates a sense of historical distance that makes the events depicted in the film feel all the more real. The film's use of handheld cameras and natural lighting also adds to its sense of realism, making the viewer feel as if they are witnessing the events of the Holocaust firsthand. The film is a tour de force of acting performances, particularly from its lead actors Liam Neeson, Ben Kingsley, and Ralph Fiennes. Neeson is outstanding in the role of Schindler, portraying the character's transformation from a callous businessman to a heroic figure with nuance and subtlety. Kingsley's portrayal of Itzhak Stern is also excellent, capturing the character's quiet strength and dignity. Fiennes, meanwhile, delivers a terrifying performance as Amon Goth, imbuing the character with a sadistic glee that is both horrifying and mesmerizing. Another notable aspect of Schindler's List is its use of music. The film's haunting score, composed by John Williams, is a perfect match for the film's subject matter. The score's main theme, which is played on a solo violin, has become one of the most recognizable pieces of film music in history. It perfectly captures the film's themes of loss, sorrow, and hope. Overall, Schindler's List is a powerful and emotionally resonant film that captures the horror and tragedy of the Holocaust. It is a testament to the power of human kindness and compassion in the face of overwhelming evil. Through its depiction of one man's heroic efforts to save lives, the film reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Schindler's List is a true masterpiece of cinema and a must-see for anyone interested in the history of the Holocaust or the power of film to tell important stories. The film's impact has been felt far beyond the world of cinema. The Shoah Foundation, established by Steven Spielberg after the making of the film, has collected over 52,000 testimonies from Holocaust survivors and witnesses, preserving their stories for future generations. Schindler's List has also been used in classrooms around the world as an educational tool, helping to teach students about the horrors of the Holocaust and the importance of standing up against injustice. In conclusion, Schindler's List is a masterpiece of cinema that tells an important and powerful story. Its depiction of one man's heroic efforts to save Jewish lives during the Holocaust is a testament to the power of human compassion and kindness. The film's use of black and white cinematography, haunting score, and outstanding performances make it a true classic of cinema. Schindler's List is a film that should be seen by everyone, as it is a powerful reminder of the importance of standing up against hatred and injustice.